It's time! Oh, yeah!
Welcome to the Joy Buzzer.
Could it be? Could it be? It is out of here! I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
At the 20, at the 15, 10-5, touchdown!
My brain just sparkled.
And now for our feature presentation.
Give me a ho if you got your funky bus fare. This is the Joy Buzzer. What? We're not live. Come on now, Double Dutch Bus. Give me a ho if you got your funky bus fare. Ho, ho.
All right, that's all. We can't sing no more.
We're already done.
Can't sing no more.
Nikki Cole is here.
I am. I don't think I want to be anymore now.
The instigator, Rob C.
Double Dutch bus coming down the street.
The Zach turn.
I thought we weren't going with that.
Intern Z.
There we go.
Just play some. Just sing some Young Jeezy.
I can't. We'll get
What the
flagged.
hell is that? I don't even know what that is.
I don't even.
Young Jeebus. How about some Young Jeebus?
Young Jeebus.
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 I am the Commish. This is the Joy Buzzer from beautiful CSB in Cherry Hill.
The Connecticut School of Broadcasting,
All
Cherry
bathed-
Hill, New Jersey.
Bathed in black curtains now.
Once again,
all
we-
secretive.
Black curtains. Our nice banner up, hanging a
Banners
little
up.
bit straighter this week.
We do have to thank them because we use their studio and they're very generous about that. So thank you.
Yes. Big thank to Tom and Chaz,
Sit.
rocking the front office and the
To
side
Sick Boy.
office.
Where is Sick Boy today?
I feel better, Chaz.
Oh, Chazzy.
Feel better,
Oh.
Jazzy. I was,
We miss you.
I was literally rushing to get the number out. and
Is
I forgot we're being.
We're not live.
We're not live. So don't call today on that number that Nick's not going to flash on the board.
What is
I am not.
856-330.
None of your business.
4749.
Wait,
Flash
hold
it, let's see who
Hold
calls.
on. Hold on.
Did somebody say Russian?
Oh, jeez.
So yes, as we said, we are being taped a little earlier in the day.
Yeah, not in front of a live studio audience.
Not
We're
in front
keeping
of
it
a-
intimate
Oh,
this week.
Yeah.
But it's still Friday.
It's still Friday.
We're a little early.
We're still a few hours.
Right.
Yeah.
7 hours, 6
Right,
hours.
something
Still
like that.
tired.
Where the hell knows? Depends
All I
on
know
how
is
she
I haven't
puts it up.
slept. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 in the morning.
Could be. You never know. It is the instigator.
That's it.
He walks by a different kazoo player. Not a drummer. A
What?
kazoo player.
Man, those
Kazoo
Percocets
I
are
know.
really
Kicking it hard, right?
He is
Yeah.
working
Oh.
hard today.
I
Lying.
feel good.
Woo! Woo!
But again, you gotta remember.
I did it. I
You
walked
gotta remember.
down.
He wanted to drive today.
Yes, he wanted to drive.
He
it
wanted to
today.
drive.
And he's on
No.
drugs.
He
No,
wanted
no,
to
no, no, no,
drive.
no,
Wait. I am not on drugs.
You
I
are
had
on-
a root canal and the
Sir, I saw that burnt spoon on your porch.
He hit that.
and the prescription that the doc gave me knocked me on my ass. But I am not stoned.
You're definitely looking.
Do the ABC backwards.
I can't
Yeah.
even do that sober.
Hop on
okay.
one
Yeah.
foot.
Hop on one foot. I don't think you can do that either.
CYXWUVTS.
All right, we don't have time.
Yeah, we don't have time for
It
that.
doesn't matter.
That was pretty good, though, right? Can I impress you?
Next
You're
segment.
a liar.
All right, speaking of something not doing well, we're going to open with the Phillies real quick because they just suck. So let's get them out of the way.
Are they still playing?
Why do we show prep? That's all I want to know.
Every week. Every week. Every week.
Every week.
I don't think Commish's mind was here when we
So
were
yeah, go ahead.
so
Let's
prepping.
talk about. Let's finish the Phillies off for
Right.
the year.
Well, it'll take 20 seconds.
All right, they suck.
Yeah,
Eagles.
No, it'll take more than that because it's going to take me 2 minutes on this computer to load
up.
page.
You don't need to. Don't even worry about it. Because all we're going to say is they got swept by the Nationals last week. They got the who they got the Marlins this weekend.
I thought they had one win in there.
No.
Did they get swept by the
They got swept out. They should have won.
They should have won one.
Won the second half of the doubleheader. And Washington came back in the last inning, put up 2, and that was it.
And
in the 10th inning, they won it.
I do remember that now. Yeah.
This team has gotten so gut punched in this whole month, but they don't have any fight. That's the one thing that drives me insane.
It's gone.
They got none.
The fight's it's gone.
Yeah.
They don't have anything. They're just playing baseball now.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And
Somebody's
there's
an
no
Eagles
fight
fan.
in these dogs.
Look at that.
Right?
Yeah,
that's the slogan from
Yeah,
last year.
No, it isn't.
They need
Last year was all we got, we all we need.
They need Lane Johnson and Long to go into that locker room.
That's right.
And start throwing stuff around, grabbing Kapler, grabbing him up, putting him up against the wall, and say, "You smiling mother."
What? I don't know what that was. Were you pooping over
You know,
there?
I think if they did that, half this team would crap their pants.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well,
that's what they
good.
need.
That's what they need.
Right, and the thing is, there's veterans
Fair
on
enough.
this team that had a chance. Strudel Cabrera, Bautista,
Joey Bats.
frickin' Wilson, whatever.
The Buffalo.
The
Ramos.
Buffalo.
Ramos.
You would think when they first came on, there was a shot of them making the playoffs, and
We were still leading.
Right.
We were
Well,
still a hot team at that point.
We were there.
You know what's
there.
funny? We started, kicking the dog when we got all those players.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Actually, no. We were starting to go downhill. Those were supposed to be the stopgap guys, and they haven't done the job.
Right, well,
Because they're the veterans, and you
well, no,
expected them to.
Struble did.
Yeah.
Struble came in and kept this team
Joey
being
Bats
hot.
hit a home run.
the question is, who's to blame?
Everybody.
Gosh.
Who do you blame?
Yeah, everybody.
Well,
This entire I blame this entire organization because the coach is he's gone. Kapler's gone, and there's no fight in any of the players.
that's the one thing. There's no fight in this team.
This team, it's the whole
No,
organization.
Okay, but do you blame the players for having no fight, or do you blame the manager for not being able to?
I blame the manager
whip them.
because the
To
manager.
Whip
I
them
think
up.
the manager
That's
should
part of
push
his
them.
job.
I put this on Kapler.
Yeah, you know what? That's part of
put
his
this
job
squarely
is
on
to
Kapler.
get these
Okay.
guys up.
So if
He's
you
got to motivate somehow.
look at this
somewhere.
as another sport. Obviously, there's no captain on a baseball team. Whose job is it to get that locker room fired up?
It's
It's
the
not the
veterans.
coach.
It's the
a
veterans.
veteran players. It's the
guys.
captain.
True.
Right.
There's nobody on this team that's fired
But
anybody
then
up.
it's the manager's job to tell the captains,
Right.
let a fire to their asses, and he has.
That shouldn't be the manager's job. That should be your star player, your big name, your
You're-
guy who
here's
just
just-
has the heart
You're the manager of the team for a reason.
And also,
to manage
It's
the
your-
team, though,
yeah,
not to
to
fire
manage
them
the
up.
team. Sure, it is. That's
no,
part of it.
it's-
No.
that is
I
part.
I don't put
It's-
that on Kapler.
I do.
That's part of
I
it.
put that
But
on
you got to
Kapler.
remember, even this team it's still a young team. They got all these veterans. These veterans haven't been here that long,
Right.
but they had young players. Reese is still young. The two Kinnery, Crawford when he plays is young.
Who's the outfielder?
Quentin.
Medicine.
Williams and Altair. They're all young guys.
Yeah.
The veterans on this team, Santana
220.
is. I don't think he's that kind of a leader. I don't think he's
a leader at all.
Yeah, they were expecting him to be because
Right.
he's been to he's been to the playoffs,
he's
been
a
to the World
big
Series.
name.
And
they
he
figure,
signed a big contract. You come in here, you're the veteran leadership. You've been to the playoffs. You know what it takes to get this team to through the playoffs.
Yeah. He
hasn't
could have been
delivered.
that backbone.
Yeah,
And instead, he needs to figure out how to swing a bat.
it was a bad signing.
Yeah, it was.
It was a bad signing.
Oh, they regret that one.
Right. And so they tried to stop gap it by when they started slipping. Well, let's bring some veteran guys in here. Let's bring in a Justin Bohr. Let's bring in a Joey Bats. Let's bring a Strudel Cabrera. Guys that can fire up a locker room. And honestly, I think the kids didn't react to it, or they've just gotten gut punched so much that these kids just they've folded up like a folding chair.
You look at Reese Hoskins. What does he have to be fired up for? He's a first baseman. They keep bringing in first basemen. That's just pushing him further and further back from his star position where he should be playing.
And you saw that in the last game against the Nationals. There was a ball hit out to outfield, and he just like stood there almost like with his hands in his pocket,
Yeah.
waiting for
He's not an
waking
outfielder.
up Doodle
He's
to
not
come
an
over. He didn't
outfielder.
even see it.
Nope.
And you got to get guys, honestly, bad attitude guys. I don't know if it's true. Franco and Herrera, they're just Herrera's.
I think Odubel Herrera's done. He's got to be done in Philly.
Gotta.
'Cause he's
Oh,
terrible.
I can't.
He's terrible. Roman Quinn is so much.
He's so fast. He's
Well,
fast.
and he's got some passion. Yeah,
Right.
he
Yeah.
screwed up on a couple of those games.
Sure he did, and he knows
some
it.
base and he
But
base running
exactly,
blundered.
he knows it. He admitted it.
Right.
He had bases loaded in that
And you know
situation.
what,
He
though?
was mad at himself for not
You
getting
know
that
what?
hit.
A lot of his screw ups are hustle plays.
Yes.
They're
Right.
hustle plays that he didn't make, like getting thrown out of third base, stretching a double to a triple.
Right.
That's a hustle play.
Yes.
So, he knows he screwed up, but you know what? Keep doing it.
He's
Keep
got the
doing it.
heart.
Yeah.
He's got the
You know?
love of the sport. He's
He's
got the
the-
heart of the game that he wants to play.
That same ball hit by Herrera, he's staying on first base because he trotted down watching it.
Right. Did a bat flip.
Right.
You know, thinking it was out.
He's got to go. Odubel Herrera's got to go.
Yeah,
He's-
they're
his
playing-
career's going to be done with the Phillies.
I hope
agree.
so. It has to be.
And all right, Hernandez just has to go.
Cesar.
He's terrible.
Cesar is your second or third utility guy off a bench on a good team.
Yep.
He's the guy you bring in the pinch run and the
Yeah.
for a
No,
defensive
no.
But
purposes.
he can't even run.
Yeah,
No,
don't-
he can't even run
don't-
anymore.
Don't
He can't
bring
run.
him in a pinch run because he won't steal a base.
Right,
He
right.
will not steal a base.
But he's your defensive replacement.
That's good.
I'm fine with that.
On a
Bench-
good team.
Your
On a
bench player.
on a good
team.
team.
Yeah.
He's
You know, on the Red Sox.
Yeah, on the Red Sox.
On the
he's
Red
the
Sox?
ball boy.
Yeah, I was gonna
On the
say,
Red
you think
Sox,
he's the
no.
bench player on the Red Sox?
On the Red Sox, he's sitting next on the sidelines with a skirt, right? Handing balls off
defense.
to the kids. Yeah.
Defense.
All right, so the Phillies have
defense.
about 15 games left. I think they got to go 7 and 8.
7 and 10 now.
What are they behind now? 5.5,
It
6?
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's over. It's over.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
What's probably going to happen is the Braves are going to come in here, and in one of those 7 games that we play against the Braves will clinch the division, and then they could see what they screwed up having.
Yes.
Because they didn't put up a fight.
It's almost at this point we have to sweep the Braves.
It doesn't matter.
Like, I
it
don't
doesn't
think-
matter. We
I don't
don't
think it
we don't beat anybody else.
Right.
The Marlins will probably win 2 out of 3 this weekend,
Probably.
if that.
Yeah. So like I said last week or 2 weeks ago, I just want them to win 83 games.
Yeah,
That's all I want them to win. That's one game over
And
500.
they're not gonna
Actually,
do it.
2, 83, 81.
Yeah, it's 2 games.
We are 7.5 back right now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
over. It's
Yeah,
over.
it's done.
So,
So, like I said, we'd have to sweep the Braves.
yeah,
it's the only way we make
and
the
even
playoffs.
then, we're still a half game out.
And it would still
Well, we
be
got to
out.
get a win in there somewhere else, but the only way we get in
Will
is
we?
sweep them.
We have to win 7 games to get back to 500
Yeah.
for the rest of the year.
Like I said, just 83 and 81.
Well,
So-
we're at 74 and 71 right now.
Right, we're 3 games over.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what 74, 71. That is 145 games.
Carried the 2.
So they have 17.
divided by
yeah,
12
They have
Yeah.
17 games left.
Square
times
root.
by Deadpool.
Square root of pi.
They have 17 games left.
What in the ass?
So, all right. So the Phillies are done.
Sorry.
So, switching topics real quick. Last week there was an unveiling of just I got no words.
You know what?
Wasn't it-
Yeah,
wasn't this-
because I've got no words.
Wasn't this the last segment?
this is supposed. Yeah, he's
Well,
so great.
Got to get out of the way.
Last segment
because
of the
it's
first
just so goddamn stupid.
I
Got to
You
get out
gotta
of the
remember,
way.
you gotta remember, the Commish's mind is not actually here
No,
right
the
Yeah,
now.
mouth-
exactly.
the
This is
mouth
his show. Is what it
Perfectly
is.
sound.
We're in his mind.
I
right
don't
now.
think this is.
We're in
show
his mind.
Pepper's
This
lining
is
up
scary.
right from.
Very scary.
But
Your
go ahead.
Chester Soccer Club
Can-
unveils
first off,
unveils a
off.
new mascot.
First,
Okay.
can we please call them by what the
And
name on their jersey
the
is?
mascot comes out and he's blue.
Hey, jackass.
And he's
Jackass.
a dragon.
Oh, but he's not supposed
But
to
he's
be
not
a
a
dragon.
dragon. And what is he? He's a snake.
He's a snake.
What's-
with
And
arms.
what's his name?
Phang.
Phang.
What's on my
With a
hat?
PH.
Right.
What's on my hat
What
right now?
The hell? A snake.
What is on my
A
hat?
snake. I don't
It's
know.
a,
What's
it's
on my
on
hat?
the logo.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's an S. Letter S.
Letter S.
What's on my hat right now?
You're asking this question like, hey, I give a shit.
Hey, no, Nick. He doesn't want to answer it because the snake's talking to him right now. The snake is literally. The snake is like.
Now I'm Harry frickin' Potter talking to snakes.
Yeah, pretty much. Where's your scar?
What are you trying to say?
So,
Commish?
I already said this is the dumbest frickin' thing I've ever seen, but you two are the true soccer fans in this show.
Well,
you guys tell me what you think of this.
We're embarrassed over it too.
First off,
are you?
First off,
Because he doesn't seem to be embarrassed. He's wearing it on his friggin' hat.
the Philadelphia Union is the club that we are talking
The
about.
Chester Soccer Club.
We are talking about the Philadelphia Union. In their
Playing
logo
Chester.
is the "Don't Tread on Me" snake, which is on my hat right now.
And what exactly is the "Don't Tread on Me" snake?
Geez,
you
no,
kidding?
no,
That's
This is
America.
going to be 20 minutes.
That's
I'll tell you
America.
to stop, Commish.
But that's America. Like, you don't know
America.
don't
Hey,
tread on me.
we'll go into U.S. history later.
Yeah.
Right now, we're just trying to get the next game.
So I don't
And even
have
that's gonna be 40 minutes.
I don't have a problem with the snake being a mascot.
I do.
I don't mind the name.
I don't like the
I
execution.
really do.
I don't like the execution of
the
it.
execution
That was
of it.
pitiful.
That's where I kind of draw the line.
It's like
It is-
you design. Who designed that? You know.
Apparently, there
But I
was
get
a
it.
contest that kids entered
Oh my god.
to choose
But that's
the next
not-
mascot.
you can't blast
Which
that.
is a
That's not
great-
the first time.
Don't
Yeah,
get me
yeah.
wrong. That's a great thing.
I was gonna say that's not the first
the
time
kids involved.
someone's done that.
But did like Ray Charles choose the winner?
Oh, come on now.
He's dead. He don't care.
Yeah.
No, it was Stevie Wonder.
Just back up. a little.
He's alive. He might. Yeah. That's why I said Ray Charles.
I think
Back up a little.
no. It's like it was a bad design.
Bad
of
design.
it.
I don't. But I will say, looking at a picture of it, it looked very stupid.
It's stupid.
Very stupid. But have you seen it like move around yet?
Yes.
It doesn't look that bad.
It looks.
It's still weird. It's still weird.
I'm not defending Phang. No, I
It's a snake with arms.
It's a snake with arms and
The snake
legs.
has arms?
Yes.
That's a dragon, my man.
That's a dragon, right?
And that's what throws it off.
And
it looks like a dragon.
And the thing is, though, if it's a snake, they should have extended. Yeah, okay, he's got legs, all right, whatever.
He's gonna have. And he's gonna
Why
have
didn't
to.
they extend the tail out so that it looks like a snake
Something.
tail?
Because I think if they extended the tail out, it might look like a dragon.
It already looks like a dragon.
But if you had,
Can't do anything
I
to
think
help
what's really throwing it off is that mohawk.
the mohawk.
It has
the
a
dopey-
mohawk?
It has a mohawk.
Jesus Christ. They're
I'll
not
show- I'll
helping
show
their
you
cause here.
pictures.
It has a
They're
mohawk.
definitely not helping their cause. With the mohawks
We'll,
and the
we'll
snake
throw up a
with the
picture
arms
on our
and
Facebook
legs
page later.
Yeah.
And
You
it
guys
doesn't
be the
help
judge.
their cause.
It's dopey.
It's dopey. Anyway, I can't defend it and stuff. But, whatever, the kids, and they had all the other, Deadspin did a great article on it. Props to Deadspin. Because they pictured it just right. They had the Fanatic there and the dopey Sixers mascot, who's also
Which
dopey.
is a dog.
Franklin?
And, yeah.
Hip hop.
The dog or the
No,
puppy or
hip-hop's gone.
something
Hip
like
hop's
that.
gone? Yeah, it's Franklin.
Yeah, whatever.
Just as bad. Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. And
Fanatic was there.
And the hawk from Hawk.
Right.
Who looks like a turkey.
The Hawk
yeah.
will never die.
I do. I understand the snake. The snake's in our logo. But
Right.
what
They could've
what
made
the-
it a
what
little
What
better.
you said, very, very bad execution.
Yeah.
Or not made a mascot at all.
Well,
No, 'cause it is-
Because it's about kids. It's like
With
whole-
the union, it's more of
Okay, so,
It's
the
a massive-
so the person gets props for the logo, not a freaking mascot who looks terrible.
but it's
No, it's an interaction with the kids.
yeah.
man,
With MLS and the union, you look more of it, kind of like a Phantoms
That was an
game
intern
where it is
Yeah.
family oriented. It is
Yeah.
you're not going to get the Philadelphia Eagles fans that just get blasted drunk and spit on people. all
And
the
yet
time.
Swoop was there, and Swoop will
Yes.
look way better than freaking Phang.
Oh, you can't mess that up.
You can't
can't mess
screw
up an eagle.
You can't mess up Swoop. Sean's he's in another world right now. He took his glasses off. The snake on
He's
his
floating
freaking
around,
thing.
and my hat's still talking to him. The microphone looks like a snake now. Bad execution.
Terrible.
It was bad. It
I
was
do
terrible.
like they have a mascot now. I don't mind the name.
The
The,
name's
the,
all right.
the PH is,
Yeah.
Philly,
Right.
but just bad execution.
It is.
Just get. I honestly, I think
if they redesigned the costume, it'd be great.
if they got rid of the mohawk, I think that would help.
No, they get rid of the
Nah.
arms, the legs.
but I think because the mohawk,
actually make it
mohawk
look like
looks like a
snake.
dragon. That and the
Speaking
face.
of, you
the
know what?
face a little
You know what they should have done? They should have gone down to Chinatown. All right? Got one of those dragons from Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Done it up
stole
in
it?
Union colors and have 2 guys run around the stands and make it look like a freaking snake. That would have been perfect.
Yeah. Honestly, if anything, it should have just been Ben Franklin. We have the Sons of Ben.
Yeah, that's true.
It should have been a Ben Franklin kind of character.
I agree.
Because, I mean, we're
talking mascots.
We're talking mascot. We're talking fan clubs. But,
can the Eagles down, please? I don't want to talk about
you
this
could have
no
did... You could have did a Ben Franklin-esque character.
It's it.
I would have liked that a little.
This is your fault, by the way.
I don't.
We were supposed to start with the Eagles.
We were.
Yeah, this was supposed to be our exit segment for
What
this.
happened this show?
How much time we have left?
We got 10 minutes.
We got 10 minutes? All right, I think we should talk Eagles.
I can break down the Eagles game in 10 minutes.
Can you?
That's not a problem. 10 minutes.
All right. Well, let's move on.
You ready?
All right.
Thank
Okay.
God.
All right,
Are we starting that?
We're starting that.
Well, the Union come back to play tomorrow night.
We don't care.
Yeah, no,
the
we
Eagles
care.
play on
Go ahead.
Sunday. The Eagles play Sunday in Tampa Bay. They play at 1 o'clock.
Hold on a
Fox.
second. Who do they play, Nick?
No, that segment's over.
That segment's over. Does it matter?
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay. As long as it matters.
I think it's what, Seattle?
No. Go on.
Okay.
All right.
So, you got your Eagles going into Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is coming off a huge win last week in New Orleans. It was a pretty
Very
big win.
Very big. Nobody expected
No,
that.
very
big
shocking. Eagles had the 10 days of rest after beating Atlanta on Thursday night. And here's the deal.
No, that was the full segment.
No,
That was it.
I'm just getting getting started here.
Oh,
Just getting warmed up. The Eagles defense is going to have a tough task playing against, what do they call him now? Ryan Fitzmagic,
Something like that.
who had an excellent game.
But he's due for a game like that every now
Sure
and
he
then.
is.
He
He's-
can do that.
Ryan-
And then Dome down in New Orleans, you see those games all the time.
Exactly.
He throws 7 touchdowns.
And you know what's funny?
And he looks phenomenal.
Here's all you got to know about Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's been on like 15 years. 15 years. He's been on 11 different teams.
Right.
That's got to tell you something.
Right.
A true journeyman if there ever was one.
Right.
Okay. So he has a great game, throws it deep to Deshaun, throws it deep to Evans. Deshaun still in concussion protocol, right? So chances are there's a slightly chance he
not
may not play,
Right.
which is fine. I don't even know who their third receiver is. Their tight end's O.J. Howard, not bad. Who's their running back? It's
Dickie
Me.
Hurts.
I think it was you.
Me.
So, yeah, it could be Nick. Nick's a slasher. He can get there. So it'll be both of you. It's like the little thunder and lightning there.
Oh, okay.
See that? See,
2 parts of the 4 Horsemen.
pretty good.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
good. So, the Eagles should only give up, I'm going to say, 17 points. That's all they should give up.
That's
Agree?
all you're thinking?
Are we agreed on that? 17 points? Are we going?
Without Jackson, so they don't have a deep ball. A really deep ball. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
17, that's a...
So now we go to the other side of the ball.
You think they're going to cut that score in half? I mean...
I think 17 points.
All
what
I
I'm
know
going.
is that
Right.
Ryan Fitzpatrick made me drop the New Orleans defense. That's all I know.
Yeah. That was...
Especially,
Yeah.
I needed I could have had Denver's defense in there get me 14 points, but no, I started the New Orleans defense.
Got you
who got
what,
me
-3?
-1,
Is that a shot at Jeebus?
maybe. Never. No, Jeebus, you did a great job.
So now the Eagles offense. You got Nick Foles going to start for the second week in a row, of course. Carson Wentz
is that
is
announced?
just
Is that-
not ready. Yeah, it's been announced.
That's been
Yeah,
announced,
it's been
yes. Yes,
Car-
Foles is our
Carson Wentz
starter.
is not ready, and
I knew that.
They're thinking week 3 or 4.
and Alshon Jeffrey's still not ready. Although they are both practicing with the team on a limited basis.
I think they were saying week 3 or 4.
I'm
They'll be-
hoping week
both
4.
of them should be back at the
I'm
same
hoping
time.
week 4 for both of them.
I hope so.
Is that the
I'm
Colts
fine
game?
with that.
No, Colts are next.
Colts is
Sunday.
week 3, yeah.
Yeah,
So who do they have week 4?
I forget. You'll have to look that
It's
up.
probably Tennessee, I think.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
it's
To
The only 10 I see.
Tennessee.
To Tennessee. So you get when the Eagles are on the field, you got your same cast of characters. I see a lot of Jay this week.
I
A
hope so.
lot, because I don't think Tampa Bay with their defensive front line, whose standouts are now Vinny Curry and Bo Allen,
Yeah.
former Eagles, of course.
Yeah.
I don't think their defensive line is ready to match up against the Eagles' vaunted offensive line. That's probably the best at football, although they didn't play it last week against Atlanta. So the Eagles' the Eagles' offense will be, relying heavily on Jay Ajayi and throwing those little dink and dunks to
They should be
Aguilar
anyway.
and to Zach
I want
Ertz.
no Philly special on this.
No.
I don't want anything.
That's-
You're not gonna
Let that done. Let
You're
that
not
done.
gonna you're not gonna see that
I don't
every
wanna
week.
see that.
That was
No. That was just
it was for the crowd.
It was a kickstart.
Yeah,
'cause
it was for the
offense
crowd.
did nothing.
It was for the home team.
Yes.
It was to make us go nuts, screaming in
Right.
the stands.
So-
That's what that was for.
So the Eagles are going to be relying heavily on passing game with Aguilar, Ertz, maybe a little Dallas Goedert thrown in there.
Just use the tight ends.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. Just use them. They're there. They're talented. Still got to see what Goddard's going to do, but he's a big guy.
Got to hold on to
Hold on to the
ball.
ball.
Right.
I don't see much of Mike Wallace yet because I don't.
What's up, Dallas?
That's the only thing I have on my
Are we talking kickers now? 'Cause that was David Akers.
Shout out to
Wallace
Dallas.
and Foles don't seem to be on the same page, so I don't see Wallace getting too many looks, too many touches.
Oh, the only thing they threw to him was the deep ball.
Yeah,
They
threw
didn't
the
throw
deep ball
anything
stretch
short
out,
to him,
yeah.
and he didn't.
And he was Torrey Smith all over again. There's no heart. But I think he has a
Right.
heart. He just didn't go for it Thursday night.
Yeah.
I do see the Eagles winning this game. I see them winning rather like 34-17 because I see a steady dose of J.J. with some Darren Sproles and Corey Clement thrown in there.
Oh, Chris.
So
Cornell.
Chris Cornell.
No, we're talking about people who are alive, and didn't take their own lives.
Wow, your drug problem is really being
You know what?
mean.
I hate people who bring up guys like that who kill themselves.
All right. That
Look at him go.
Sorry,
Look
I
at him go.
apologize.
No,
Sorry,
no,
sorry.
No, no, you're messing up his trip,
Don't,
man.
No.
don't let me go off
Dude.
Don't let me go off my
Yeah.
tangent.
No, he's
I
had-
will.
So who's got the better?
No, I will.
In your eyes, who's the better defense? Was
Eagles
it
by far.
no Tampa or Atlanta?
Eagles. No, Atlanta's got a better defense than Tampa.
So then we should be able to
I-
actually score on them
Absolutely.
at will.
Like I said, 34-17 is my pick.
Because I gotta you have to completely throw that Saints game out the window.
Yeah.
I can't look.
I don't think he can do that, though. I don't think he can completely throw that out. I don't think he can do that. Because a Hall of Famer like Drew Brees, when you guys think he's losing it, which I don't think he is.
Whoa. Breeze didn't play bad at all.
But not only that, you got Mike Thomas, who you think stinks,
I
is
think
now
stinks.
leading the league in receiving yards.
After 1 week. Yeah, that's big.
But also,
keep going.
let him go.
Keep going.
But also-
no, let him go.
but also Alvin Kamara, who's also a rising star in this league, who put up pretty big numbers as well.
Yeah.
But
That's a factor.
But yet,
yes.
But yet Tampa was still able to outscore them. If that comes down to that, do you really think Nick Foles will be able to outscore them?
Sure.
You really think so?
Sure.
He's got some solid points.
It's a solid
I'll
point.
give him.
You
I'll give him
really
solid
think
points on
Nick
that.
Foles will be
That
able
is
to-
big.
It's well thought out.
It was. That
You
was
really think you'll be
very
able to
nicely
outscore
executed.
Well thought out.
Answer the damn question.
What was your question?
We'll be back right after these.
What was your question?
Do you think Nick Foles, if it comes down to
I
it, will
said
outscore
yes. I said absolutely they will.
them? I don't think they will.
I
You think they're going to lose this week?
No, I'm just saying if that comes down to it, I don't think
Kind of
Nick
like what we
Foles.
say. When did they?
I
know,
think that the
I'm saying
receivers.
if it comes
that-
down to it, if it comes down to trying to outscore, I don't think Nick Foles has in him, which I think we'll see more Jay Ajayi, and
You'll-
Jay
you'll
Ajayi
s-
will have to run the train.
Choo choo.
You'll see
one
very
thing
quickly-
Peterson has to do.
Go ahead.
Quick point.
Yes.
He does have to. Now that he has Sproles back, he can't rely on the play calling to Sproles because
Yeah.
everybody in the league knows. Like you said last week, he becomes one dimensional when Sproles is in there.
When Sproles is in there, you know he's getting the ball.
Right. So what
Yeah.
they need to do is he needs to counteract that by putting more Clement and Ajayi in there.
Because if you look at the Atlanta game, how much
Yeah.
did Sproles play in the second half? You didn't see him much.
Didn't see him a lot. No.
No, because it was all J.J.
Right. And
Because-
as it should be. He's
and
your
it-
number
right.
one running back.
He's got to touch the ball more than 15 times a game. He has to. That's just the way it is. You know,
I think
he
we'll
is
know.
your best back. Got to give him the ball.
We'll know quickly how this game turns out in the first half with the Foles and the wide receiver connection.
See, I don't think we will because if you remember, it didn't. It took us till the second half to get started.
We are a
last
second
week.
half team, 100%. We're a
and we
second half
shouldn't
team.
be. We should be a 4-quarter team.
4-quarter team, but they make the adjustments. So that's why I have
4
no
quarters
problem.
equal $1.
I don't. This is why I don't have a problem with this right now. Is we're not getting blown out. We're putting up a fight. Then the second half, we actually make the adjustments that work, and then we click.
Yeah.
If we were getting blown out the first half of every single week, then there's an issue. Then that needs to stop. We should be a 4-quarter team. But the fact that we hang in there when we're still trying to figure out the other team's offense, and then the second half come out and it works, I got no problem with that. I have no issues.
Right.
Okay. Glad you. I do, but I'm glad you don't.
No, I don't, because it's working.
I have a big issue with it.
It's working. How many games did we win last year by doing that?
I'll have to look at the films.
Yeah. Now he's really high.
Yeah,
he's going to do research. He's doing research. He's gone. Gone.
So, all right, guys, predictions. What do you got?
Honestly, I think last week Ryan Fitzpatrick had that anomaly game that sometimes a journeyman quarterback has, and that whole Tampa Bay team is going to come crashing down to earth. It's their home opener, I understand, but they're playing the defending Super Bowl champions, and I don't think Nick Foles is going to get off to a slow start in this game. I think they're going to go in there. They got 10 days rest. Everybody's charged up. The season's going, and you're going to see your fourth-quarter performance out of the Eagles. And I agree with you. They probably will win this game comfortably. I don't think they'll win 31-17, but it should be somewhere, I don't know, probably about 24-13.
There you go. Squid.
I see him blowing them out.
All right.
I really do. It may not be the fourth quarter that you're looking for, but I think they do exactly what they've been doing, and they come out the second half and just light it up with everything, with running, with using a lot to a little. I don't have a score for you, but I think they handily win this game, and they take over in the second half like they've done all last season.
Okay, Zach.
Zachary.
I think the Eagles win, but I think it's going to be a lot closer.
Did you not expect this question? I mean,
no. Let me explain. Damn. You need to get off your Percocet. You become an asshole.
Becoming?
I think the Eagles will win, but I think it's going to be a lot closer game than you guys think.
Okay.
So I think it's probably 34-31.
Oh, high scoring, too.
Yeah.
So you think the Eagles' defense is going to give 31 points to this team, to Ryan
Here
Fitzpatrick?
you get it. Thanks, Ollie.
You think the Eagles' defense is going to give 31 points?
We don't know.
That's where I don't see. I don't see Tampa.
No.
I don't see them giving up a lot of points.
I don't either. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. All right,
That's right. Opinions are like assholes, right?
That's right. Everybody's got one.
Use that. That's the tip for. That's the clip for Tom.
There you go.
See it, go CSB.
I think it's time for a break.
Oh boy, do we come in under a half hour on that one?
Yes, we're good.
Did we do good?
We did good.
We did good.
Just wait till next segment.
Yeah,
next segment is the
because what's next segment, guys?
Next game.
The awesome
Next game.
Next game coming up.
All right, we'll be right back.
This is Rob C., the instigator, and you're listening to The Joy Buzzer, sports talk with a buzz.
Broadcast media is all around you, and it's the people with media skills who work in this amazing industry. How do you gain those skills? The Philadelphia area campus of Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Affordable training in months, not years, without decades of debt. 1-800-TV-RADIO or GoCSB.com.
I am the Commish.
And I'm Rob C., the instigator.
Nicky Cola over here.
And we are the Joy Buzzer, the premier sports talk show, sports talk with a buzz.
And if you like our new sports talk channel here on YouTube Live, please subscribe.
And if for some crazy reason you like the show, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the bell to get our notifications so when we go live, you're right here with us.
And we're back.
Come on, Commish.
Here we
Announcement.
Here we go.
Here we go.
We're jumping right into.
Here we go.
Next game.
Next game.
First game on the schedule is.
The first game on the schedule is those Carolina Panthers
Carolina had a bye
I
week.
turned you down. Everybody was screaming.
Oh, is that what it is?
Carolina essentially had a bye week last week because they played Dallas.
Yeah.
So, and they're playing the Falcons, who came off a big loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. Two well-matched teams. I think the Falcons take this. What do you guys think?
I think Carolina's getting this one.
All right.
Honestly, I think Atlanta. Atlanta bounces back. I think they're
You got
probably.
something to add? Go ahead.
I think they try to bounce back, but I think it's not going to work.
I think Carolina wins because Atlanta lost a key person to their defense out for the year.
All right, two Atlanta,
Carolina didn't
two
play
Carolina.
that great against Dallas. They should have destroyed Dallas, but
Dallas got a good defense. They got no
Uh,
offense. So I'm still taking Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm going Carolina.
All right, next game.
Next game.
Hey, that's the segment.
The Colts travel to Washington to take on that racist name team.
The team that says Redskins right there.
I didn't see that.
And who's their quarterback?
Oh, never
You know?
get to it. Hold on.
It's taking too much time.
We wait for this.
too much time.
We wait for this every week.
What were you expecting? Were you expecting that out of Alex Smith last week?
Absolutely, I was. And out of Adrian Peterson.
What do you think? Was that Carolina? Was that Carolina's problem? Or Carolina?
Focus.
Arizona. Yeah, you got me thrown off.
Yeah,
You got me thrown off that.
I think Arizona stinks, and I think Washington is going to be better than a lot of people think they do.
So you expected that out of them?
I did. I expected it. I started Adrian Peterson in fantasy football because I think he's going to have a big year, a big comeback year. I'm taking Washington to win this game easy.
Yeah.
I agree.
At home? Yeah.
At home. I don't think the Colts are going to be that good.
Luck is not what everybody's hoping he's going to be.
He's going to be better. I think Frank Reich will get him around, but not this early this season.
No.
Wait till like week 10, week 11.
Yeah.
Then he'll be the Andrew Luck that we know is damn.
If
damn
he's
well.
not hurt by then.
Right. True.
He'll be fine. What do you got, Zach?
Redskins.
And who's the quarterback?
In person?
Next game!
Yeah.
Next game!
Nicely done. I'll accept that. I like that. Very nice.
All right.
I liked it. I'm in.
Houston Texans travel to Tennessee to take on those Titans.
To where?
Tennessee.
To Tennessee.
Tennessee.
To Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Found today's title.
Tennessee. Tennessee.
The Texans laid an egg last week in New England. I didn't think they were going to beat New England, but they should have played better than they did.
Washington struggled.
I think they come back this week and just lay a whoop ass on Tennessee. Tennessee's got to start using Derrick Henry more because Deion Lewis can't fit the load.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't have. So I'm taking Houston.
I'm going to take those Noldy-led Tennessee Titans.
Focus.
You know what? I think Bruno Mars is hurt. He hurt his elbow. He may not play.
He did. He's hurt.
That's why I'm going Houston. I like Houston.
I
forgot about that.
I like Houston in this one. You got a little tennis elbow in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Little Bruno Mars elbow.
Really? 24 what?
Next game.
Next game. Those Kansas City Chiefs travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Should be a good game.
Yeah.
Should be. Kansas City whooped up on the LA Clippers Chargers, and that shocked the hell out of me. I think they can do the same to Pittsburgh. I'm taking Kansas City.
Pittsburgh in the very amazing tie last week against Cleveland.
Yeah.
But Cleveland has a better record than Dallas.
That's awesome. But
keep going. Who do we got?
I got the Chiefs. The Chiefs.
I don't know.
It's Andy Reid. Andy Reid always comes out and starts the season well. Mm-hmm. And I think traveling to Pittsburgh, coming across country, I still think he gets that team up. And the Steelers, I don't know. I just don't think they're going to be that good.
Any word on Bell yet?
Still
holding out.
Yep.
No.
I think that's getting to the players' heads now.
Probably.
You know what? I don't think it is because James Conner played very, very, very well last
He
night.
did. Yeah. He definitely stepped up his game, so he's definitely fighting for a position.
He wasn't the reason they tied last week.
But it feels like the rest of the team is, Bell's letting them down.
Yeah. So what do you got? Give me a team. Can't give me, I don't know. Give me a team. Do it, Nick. Do it.
I think Pittsburgh has a bounce back.
Okay.
I think after the kind of embarrassment. I mean, Cleveland's going to be good this season, or decent. I shouldn't say good. But I think after last week, the tie, I think they bounce back this week because they know what they have in Connor.
Okay.
They know he can, right now, he can fill the shoes of Bell.
I'm kind of struggling because Pittsburgh always finds a way to beat Kansas City, but the way Patrick Mahomes is playing is outstanding. So I'm kind of tied.
Pick a team.
Kansas City, screw it.
Thank you. Next game.
Next game. Those Miami Dolphins travel up to New York to take on the high-flying New York Jets.
The Jets.
The Jets freaking blowout. The start of the legend was Monday night.
You might be right there. You might have a point.
Was it Travis Darnold? What's his name?
Sam Darnold.
Whatever his name is.
Travis.
Biff Chip Darnold. Whatever you want to call him.
Joe Callahan?
That kid is actually pretty good.
Think about it this way, though. His very first pass was a pick six for a touchdown.
Yep.
Pick six. His very first pass came back and
he trained his mind.
Laid a whooping on Detroit, although it was the Jets' defense who put up a shit ton of points and
Stafford
fantasy points. And Stafford throws, 4 picks?
Close. Right.
But this week they got the Dolphins, and the Dolphins are coming off the longest game in
ever.
the freaking world.
Yeah.
Oh, couple,
The
rain
4.5 hour lightning delays they had.
I am not a fan of Tannehill, Amendola, nor Kenny Stills. I am taking the Jets.
The only thing that was fun about that game was all the punt return and kick returns after the fourth delay for lightning.
Yeah.
Everybody kept just running it back.
Absolutely. I got the Jets in this game.
Taking the Jets.
I think Tannehill comes out.
What do you got?
I'm going Miami.
All right.
I think
I'm taking New York.
they really didn't play last week, so
Okay.
they had nice long breaks in between. So
They still haven't started the season.
What's next?
the next game.
Next game. Oh, I'm sorry. He whispered it. Well, who'd you pick in that game?
Jets. I said Jets.
Jets.
I am taking the New York Jets.
Thank you.
We
Thank
already
you.
called next game.
Hey, you're taking us to the red line too. Goddamn.
God damn. All right, the Los Angeles Clipper Chargers travel up to Buffalo to take on probably the worst team in football, those Buffalo Bills.
Did anybody let the Bills know that the season started last week?
I don't know,
my
but
God.
I definitely see 1-15. 1-15 this year.
You think that?
Yeah.
They're going to win one game just by sheer luck.
They're hurting
They're terrible.
without Tyrod Taylor.
Now this kid, Rosen,
Josh Allen.
I'm sorry, Allen. They got not bad, but he's got no weapons, no weapons
No
at
weapons
all,
at all.
no weapons at all. And everybody's just like cluing on Shady. So Shady may not even gain 1,000 yards this year. He's in trouble. The Chargers got an excellent defense, although it didn't show last week in Kansas City. I'm taking the Chargers in a huge win.
Hey, nobody expected that with Mahomes and
Right.
all that with Kansas City.
My man Tyreek Hill.
Let's see what Tyreek Hill. That was
Yeah.
that was good.
That kid's
but-
crazy.
Kid was good, but holy crap!
Yeah.
Like that was ridiculous.
The one thing that's thrown me off about this game is that it's a West Coast team coming out to the East Coast, and probably the weather's not going to be good in Buffalo because Florence is probably going to be rolling through there around that time. You know what I'm saying?
We should start feeling.
I'm just saying. Weather-wise, a West Coast team.
Listen to your meteorologist. Not even close. It's still gonna be. It's still gonna be in North
my
Carolina.
high-ass
Sunday.
meteorologist.
That's right. It's,
With a high front coming
it's still
in.
gonna be in the Carolinas come Sunday.
New York and us should be feeling the effects of that.
Tuesday.
Now it's moved to Tuesday.
Monday night, late Tuesday. So yeah, there'll be no hurricane to deal with. Chargers are gonna kick their ass. Just saying.
Chargers.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Chargers gonna bring the hurricane. There you go.
They're gonna bring the storm.
Yeah.
Bring the storm.
They're gonna bring the lightning.
Son,
Gay.
I am the storm.
Oh God.
So
I am the one who
Listen,
knocks.
you might be high as a storm right now, but you're not the storm.
Yeah, you're high as a storm right now. But
are we
You know
all,
what?
all going Chargers
We're
on that
going Chargers next game.
Next game, those Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins travel up to Lambeau to take on the greatest quarterback ever.
True.
one? That is
If he plays,
If he
unreal.
plays.
What he did.
that was incredible.
You get carted off the field, and you come back and throw 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to win it.
I'm not impressed.
You know what though?
I'm not impressed.
Let me-
Donovan McNabb won a game on a broken leg.
Truth.
I'm not impressed.
Carson Wentz
But
scored on a broken
Let me ask
ACL.
something.
Yeah.
Do you really think he needed to be carted off the field Monday night?
No.
No.
I don't.
No.
I
mean,
I think that was
precaution.
all for the glamour, for the drama,
That's it.
for the drama.
But he's going to
It's
get out-glamored this week by Kirk Cousins because I'm starting Kirk Cousins.
But I'm taking Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers.
It's Aaron Rodgers, though. You really need to build that hype.
I'm taking
It's
Green
Mr.
Bay. I'm
Hail
taking
Mary
Green Bay.
himself.
Green Bay Packers win this game against Minnesota.
Nah, honestly, I think Minnesota's going to go in there and win this game because they want to establish. Because I think they're tired of the predictions this year that Green Bay's coming back and winning that NFC North, and Minnesota's probably going to have a little chip on their shoulder, thinking, "Hey, hold on a second, We won this division handily last year. Why is everybody, just because Aaron Rodgers is back, they're going to win? Now you're penciling them in as the champions of this division? I think Minnesota's got a point to prove, and they're going to go up to Lambeau this weekend and prove it.
They got a much better defense, so they're not going to collapse like Chicago did last week.
Right.
I'm going Minnesota.
All right.
Green Bay.
You're so kidding.
That's all you got is Green Bay? All right, fine. Next game!
Next game! Those Cleveland. I can't laugh at them anymore because I'm starting their defense. Those Cleveland Browns travel to New Orleans. I don't know why I'm starting their defense against Drew Brees.
Why are you doing that?
I dropped the New Orleans defense and just picked up the Cleveland Browns, and they're playing New Orleans. It's like a recipe for disaster.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe I can get a win this week. I'll take it anyway.
You know, honestly, if this game was in Cleveland, I'd take the Browns, but because it's in the Dome, I'm going
I
Saints.
agree.
I think it's just going to be a shootout.
No.
I don't think it's a shootout.
That
You don't think
Cleveland
shootout?
Browns offense showed me nothing that they could shoot out with any team this year.
I'll tell you, I like the kid Nick Chubb. I think Chubb's got a future.
Chubby?
I like Tyrod Taylor, but I don't think he's good enough to be the best quarterback for them. That's definitely Baker Mayfield's job when he's ready. I love the receiving core. I love Gordon. I love Landry. But I still think New Orleans is going to win the game. I think they just have too many weapons. And I think their defense is better than what it showed last week.
They have to have a bounce back game.
Oh, yeah. They got to win at home. They have to win in the Dome.
What do you got, Zach?
New Orleans.
Is that all you got?
He's just keeping it short because he knows we're on a time limit here.
This is the kid who loves football and is giving like 2
You've been cutting me off. Next game!
So, no, really, what do you think about this game?
New Orleans?
Next game!
I knew that was coming.
I'm taking Cleveland, by the way.
The Detroit Lions, who look like garbage, travel out to San Francisco or Carson City, where the fuck the 49ers play
They
now.
played in Frisco, and the Rams played Carson City.
Yeah, whatever. They play the 49ers.
So what about your boy Patricia with his coaching debut?
No, honestly, I don't know.
He stood there like, what the hell did I just get myself into? The whole game.
It's like, hold on, I'm coaching for Detroit.
Yeah. Like, it was like he almost wanted to pull out his cell phone and be like, okay, Bill, what do I do next?
You know what? I just lost to a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
I love Matt Stafford. He's no Tom Brady. He's no Tom Brady. I think Detroit is going to take 2 steps back before it takes 1 step forward. I think they're in trouble. I think 49ers kicked their ass handily.
That's right.
How long until Stafford's out? Because they keep, he's the man, he's the man. He puts up decent numbers, but
they paid him like he was the man.
He doesn't do anything.
He's not going anywhere with that contract he signed.
Every season, though, he doesn't do anything.
He's got at least 5 years.
Yeah.
At least. What do we got, guys?
And I don't know, the 49ers need a bounce-back game, right? Then they,
They got thumped by Minnesota.
They got thumped by Minnesota, and the quarterback there just, I think Jimmy G probably will need a bounce-back game. So I think this is it.
Yeah,
I think teams figured him out.
I don't think Patricia's figured him out, and I think
I don't either.
Patricia hasn't figured out where his office is in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, Niners win
He's
this
too busy
one.
deciding what pencil to show up his hat every week. That's all he's thinking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Do I put it on the left side or the right side?
Which way looks cooler?
What's the gay year?
Next game!
Did we pick on that one?
We all picked the Niners.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll pick the Niners, right? Did you pick the Niners as well?
Yeah, Niners.
Could you say it for me?
Next game.
Hey! Those Arizona Cardinals travel out to L.A. to take on the Lambs, who look pretty damn good.
They look real good. Second half.
Good.
Pissed me off, man. Pissed me off.
They look good in the second half. The first half, Oakland stayed with them. The second half, Rams.
Oakland was in the lead
Yeah.
in the first half.
Rams showed how good they are.
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals are looking for an identity with Sammy Sleeves and Fitzgerald. I think they're too old.
He was
but Johnson's
horrible.
Right? But
I think it's time to
David
start
Johnson.
losing.
David Johnson is back. David Johnson played well.
They
They
did.
got to give him the rock. I guess.
But it's
against
Bradford
Rams.
that's
I don't know
handing
if
it
you-
to him.
I don't know if you give him the rock against that Rams defense.
Yeah.
No.
That defense is too good. I'm definitely going Rams. And I'm going Rams big.
Arizona's in trouble.
Arizona's in
a
trouble.
lot of trouble. They've looked for an answer in Bradford, and it's not. They're not going to find it.
Yep.
He's just holding the seat for whatever kid
Yeah.
they
What's
draft.
his name?
Josh Rosen.
Right.
Josh Rosen. Right.
Have to be.
Does he play this week?
I would play him.
You'd play him against the Rams?
Yeah.
Nah.
I would feed him to the Bulls.
Rams
Defend for
are
himself.
a good team.
Really?
Rams are
It's
real
the only,
good
it's the
team.
only way you're
And
gonna
they're
learn.
home.
Yep.
It's the
That's
only
actually a
way
good
you're gonna
point.
learn.
It's actually a good point.
Yo,
It's the only way you're gonna learn.
I got 2 words for you. Troy Aikman.
Suck it.
His first year in 0-15, 0-16 because he got thrown to the Wolves.
Two words. Carson Wentz.
All right. 2 more words. Next game.
Okay.
Next game.
Who we go with that one?
We're all going with the Rams.
I went with the Rams. Did you go with the Rams?
I
went with the
guess I'm going Rams. Are you going Rams?
I went Rams.
I'm going Rams.
I went with Dick Bucs.
All right, let's skip this next game.
Dick Bucs.
Next game.
Let's skip it.
No, we don't need to skip it because those
Actually-
New England Patriots go down to Jacksonville to take on who?
Blake
Blake Bortles.
And what I think is the game of the week. I think Pats, Jags, game of the week. I really do.
I think
And
Jags.
I think because the Jags are home, I'm going Jags.
Yeah.
Just because they're home. And no other reason. I
Tough
think the Pats
defense.
are actually a better football team. I think the Jags defense is overrated.
You think?
I do.
I don't know.
I do.
I wouldn't say they're
I do.
overrated.
I think they're overrated, but I think they will beat New England this week.
I'll tell you one thing though. That Pats defense is underrated.
You're kidding me, right?
No.
What? You're kidding me,
What?
right?
How am I kidding you?
The Pats defense is awful.
They suck.
How are they awful?
Awful.
They suck.
They were supposed to get trounced by the Texans, right? Last week, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
And what
Deshaun
happened?
Watson struggled.
What?
If he was
They
on
struggled
top-
against who?
He was on
He
top.
struggled
The
against
man
who?
Himself.
didn't play.
Yeah, himself. Stop
Hold on,
it.
Hold on.
Just
Rob,
stop it.
Rob,
That-
listen
no,
to
no,
me.
no, no,
Rob,
no,
listen
no,
to
no,
me.
listen to me.
Rob, listen to
No,
me.
no, no.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Listen to me.
No, listen to me.
No, listen to me.
Listen to
You
me.
listen to me. No,
shut up.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Deshaun Watson
I'm the
hasn't
captain now.
played from like what, week 6 because of a torn ACL, and
Yeah,
hasn't seen the
and-
field since.
Right?
He struggled. He has a lot of rust on him.
That's
Yeah,
the
if
excuse.
you're- if
That's
you're-
the excuse for you not admitting that the Patriots defense is a little better than what you guys thought.
I think the Patriots defense stinks.
All right, well, we'll see.
We will see.
We will see how
We
he
will
does
see.
against the great Blake Bortles, who had them on the ropes last
They
year.
did.
Let's see if they learned their lesson.
We'll hope so. I'm taking Jacksonville.
I'm taking the Pats.
We know. Zach, who do you got?
I'm going Jacksonville.
Hey, everybody, let's get ready for a thrill. Make some noise for the Jaguars of Jacksonville.
What's wrong, Commish?
Greatest song ever.
Let's get ready for a war. You know our mighty Jaguars are gonna rock and roll. Better watch out.
Yeah, I'm going Jaguars.
I do believe my Percocets have worn off.
Time for another first.
Wait for it. There it is.
We're going to rock and roar. That's just pitiful.
Yeah, I'm going Jacksonville.
Okay, next game.
Next game, those Oakland Raiders travel to Denver in a division matchup against the Broncos.
Did John Gruden bite off more than he could chew?
Who had
Yes.
a better game than I thought Denver was going to have last week.
I agree.
know we just went Oakland to Denver.
Last week,
Is John Gruden in trouble?
I think so.
No.
I told you that.
No, you know what it is? Derek Carr needs to get his shit together. He needs to get it together. He's a better quarterback than what people are saying.
Is
So
he?
last week, I don't know what the hell happened with him, but he needs to get his shit together. Because some of those interceptions, he just threw it up. He needs to get his shit together.
Do you think that year that they could have possibly won it all, the year he got injured going into the playoffs, do you think that was a fluke?
No,
No.
no.
Because what has he done to prove that he is that same person?
He just needs to get
Nothing.
Like you said, he needs to get his shit together.
He's done nothing to prove that
I'll
wasn't
be
just a
honest,
fluke season.
I think the players around him have also
Changed.
Yeah,
that team had a little bit of time. That offense got turned around a little.
Yeah, and I mean, even this year I don't like his receivers. I'm not a fan of Jordy Nelson. I'm not a fan
Right.
of
No.
what's his face? Who's the one on the other side?
Amari Cooper.
Cooper. Not a
They're
fan.
bringing back Brian. They just signed a 1-year deal with him.
Yeah, they're bringing back, and he's gonna be suspended for the first 4 games.
Right.
So,
and
then you got Marshawn Lynch, who I just think is a joke.
Really?
I think
The
he's
man
a
carried
joke.
10 people into the end zone.
Yeah, and then where was he the rest of the game?
He was on the
here.
sideline.
Right.
He can't
Why
carry
is
the
that?
load.
That's John
because
Gruden.
because he's old. He can't carry the load.
Exactly. He can only carry 10 to 15 times a game.
He may be able to carry 10 people into the end
But
zone,
that's
but he
all
can
you
only
need
do it
him
once.
But no, that's not. It's just it. If you
He
want
is that
if you
blunt,
want to be the
though.
number one black,
Number
black.
one.
What?
If you,
Oh,
the
Pilot,
number
you
one pilot,
racist asshole.
if you want to be the number one running back, you've got to carry the ball at least 20 times a game. And
Who carries
Lynch
20
can't do
times a
that.
game, man?
Not Lynch.
I'm
taking Denver this week just because of Case Keenum played very well. I like his receivers, and both his running backs are pretty damn good.
I was shocked at that. Yeah, I'm going Denver, especially in Denver.
I agree. Denver in Denver, I think.
That's a big, and seeing what Case Keenum did with the weapons he has, it was impressive. I was shocked, happily shocked. Let's
You're
go
taking
Denver.
Oakland, aren't you?
I gotta take Oakland.
You're taking Oakland.
I gotta take Oakland.
You crazy bastard.
I gotta take Oakland.
All
Next
right.
game.
Last game.
Well, the Sunday night game.
The Sunday game.
The Sunday night game. Oh gosh, I want to literally fly the blimp into this freaking stadium.
At least we don't have to listen to Joe Buck call it.
Yeah. The New York Giants
You're gonna
travel to
watch it.
Dallas.
Shameless is on Sunday night. I'm not watching this.
Yeah, I'm not watching
That
this.
depends on what kind of game it is.
Yeah, so the Giants go
It's a-
down
it's
to
a
take on
rivalry
the Cowboys.
I want to see nudity. I don't want to see football. I'm watching Shameless.
Yeah, but just remember that Dallas never plays good in primetime in Dallas.
Dallas just stinks.
So it's fun watching them get embarrassed in their
I'm
own
taking
home.
the Giants in this one.
And who knows? Maybe this is Saquon Barkley's
I think
national debut game.
Saquon Barkley
for what he did last week,
great last week.
for what kind of
Against
defense
the
Dallas,
Jags?
yeah, for what kind of
105
defense Dallas
yards and a
has,
touchdown?
this is gonna be.
Yeah,
He's gonna
good.
run.
This may be his coming out party.
I think the Giants win this. I think the Giants win it by like 10. I'm saying like 20 to 10.
Hey, it could. And also, you
Ezekiel
got,
Elliott will get his, but I don't think that's enough.
I think you're going to see Ezekiel Elliott get overshadowed. Shadowed.
Shadow?
Shadowed.
Shadow?
Shadowed.
Shadow.
Have another
He's the only
Percocet.
running black. He's the only running black.
That's right. Did you just fondalization that?
Have another Percocet. It'll come down. But no. And
Sucker!
Yes.
And I think Manning may have a good game, and I think Odell is going to tear up that secondary.
That's where this is going to be a huge difference.
They have no one to cover him.
They have no one to cover.
No one to cover him.
Just wide receivers alone.
Yeah.
Giants have them. Dallas don't.
Okay.
So Dallas is just going to have to run the entire time,
Good, he's on my other fantasy league.
whereas the Giants are going to be able to throw.
And I think we're just going to see more with Prescott being exposed as the crappy quarterback that he is.
Yep.
Fourth round
absolutely.
pick that he was.
I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we're all agreeing on the Giants, right?
Yeah, the Giants will probably win.
All right. Monday night game.
Monday night
That is new.
football. The Seattle Seahawks
It should suck.
travel. Yeah, this is a crappy game. Travel to Chicago to take on Trey Burton and Mitch. What was it? The Mitch
Trubisky.
Yeah, it's Mitch, and who's the running back now?
My man, Jordan Howard.
Jordan Howard.
I got him on
Isn't
fantasy
it
team.
Mitch and Mac? No. What was it?
What
Mitch?
the hell are you talking
Khalil
about?
Mack.
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack on defense.
Yeah, wasn't it the Mitch and Mac attack? Didn't we bring that up last week?
No.
What? I hope not.
I think we brought up this
You
week.
want Percocet?
I do have a question though. How
What
the
is your question?
hell
Yes.
do the Chicago Bears open with 2 primetime games in a row? How is that friggin' possible? The Chicago Bears, who've won in the past 5 years, I think 14 games in 5 years. How the hell do they open up with 2 primetime games in a row?
That's a good question.
Good question.
What the hell is the NFL thinking?
So what do you think out of the 3 Monday Night Football games we've had so far? Are they 0-2 with good matchups?
Yeah.
Well, no. The
actually,
Oakland Rams game.
The Rams Raiders game is pretty good until like the fourth quarter.
Right, that's what I mean.
The Detroit Jets game,
Yeah.
That was a
pathetic.
blowout. That was-
Right.
And this game's gonna blow dog because
Right.
no one's gonna give a shit.
So they're 1 for 3
It's
so far.
football, though.
I know it's football, but
No,
it's
You're gonna
Khalil
watch
Mack
it.
is going to tear up the Seattle's offense.
and I think Seattle wins this game.
I think Seattle wins this game.
Really?
I do.
I think Chicago takes it.
You think Chicago's still a little butthurt from what they did last week?
I think Mitch Trubisky is going to lead him to the win.
No, I think Khalil Mack is going to lead him to the win.
That's what I'm thinking. I think Chicago wins this.
I got 2 words for you.
Suck it.
Russell Wilson.
Sucks.
Russell Wilson will figure them out and win this game.
Russell Wilson's going to win this game for him.
No, I'm going Chicago.
No offensive line.
Going Chicago.
Okay.
That's why he's going to be him running around all night.
Yep.
Right. It only takes one shot to get hurt.
Let's hope so, but that's just not going to
You only got one shot.
Do
Not
not
miss
miss
a chance to blow as opportunity comes. What's to the left?
All right, that's all we can say.
You better.
Yeah. Oh.
That's it.
Copyrighted. That's it.
All right, there's our next game segment for the week. I hope you don't listen to our picks because they're probably going to be wrong.
No, you can keep talking. I was
can't.
letting them know.
It'll go right over me.
I was letting them know it was wrapping up.
Shouldn't I be going down if it's wrapping up?
Well, you build it up, and then we'll fade it. Way to ruin it. No, just shut it off.
Please.
Yeah, damn.
So, again, that's our next game segment. Don't listen to us because we're probably going to be wrong.
What are you talking about? We're always right.
About?
I didn't add up the stats from last week.
I'm
to
sure
see,
I was.
what our records were.
Every one of us picked New Orleans last week.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure I was about 12-3 last week.
I'll let you know.
I think
I'm
I was
sure.
undefeated.
Okay, we're going to be wrapping up this show because it is recorded, and next day we can only go an hour, and it is Nicky's Joy Buzzer.
Can you stop?
Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Well,
that's behind the scenes shit.
And you know what?
I got to keep that to ourselves?
Yes, it's behind the scenes stuff.
What goes on at CSB stays at CSB?
We're broadcasting live, so no.
He's chomping at
Not
the bit
today.
for another Perkins.
Maybe not today.
And
and
also
also
scratching his arm over here.
Also, everybody, this is episode 50.
That's right. Our 50th anniversary episode.
I know. 50. Back from the good old toxic days to the nowadays.
Is it from Toxic or was it from All Noise?
I think it was probably from All Noise.
No, it's from Toxic.
Did we start recounting?
Yes.
During Toxic?
Yes.
And we went back to 0
Yes.
after All Noise?
Yes.
Damn.
Okay. Well,
So we were at 50. This is episode number 50.
Episode
We did it.
50.
And now we retire.
Didn't think we'd make it to 50. Didn't think we'd make it to 20.
I think we do one.
We did it, though.
We did it.
A lot of fun.
We're special.
Yeah, that's definitely the word for
All
it.
right, next week we will be live again, right? We have no
Yes,
show
we
next
will.
week. We'll be live here. We'll be in the studio 7 o'clock on YouTube. Don't miss us.
The only place you can find us.
That's right. But you can always catch a rebroadcast where?
On iTunes and Stitcher. We're going to look into adding more into that, too.
Absolutely.
You can find us everywhere.
And what do you got going on?
Still on Instagram at the official Joy Buzzer. Look
Are
us
you
up.
sure? Have you done anything?
Yeah.
Look for more
Again,
tweets.
this is off the scene stuff, man.
Look for more tweets from us, right, fellas?
Sure.
More tweets.
And Facebook posts.
Yeah.
And Facebook
And
posts.
twats and all that other stuff.
Get this thing off the road.
Okay. We will see you next week. Nikki Cola, thank you.
Happy to be here.
Instigator, you did great.
Thanks, Commish.
You betcha, Zach. You did fine.
Sheesh.
I am the Commish.
The high as a kite Commish.
This is the Joy Buzzer. We will see you next week.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen.
I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. Yes?
No. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. And heave a sigh and say goodbye.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long.